earlier this month, China's drink producers asked the government to investigate claims that European winemakers are dumping cheap wine on the local market. The EU's Wine Association has denied those claims. Despite that dispute, some of Europe's biggest wineries are now aiming for the top end of China's growing wine market.
Belgian wine grapes being checked ahead of this year's harvest. Exports to China from EU wineries like this one have reportedly climbed by almost 46 million litres in 2008 to 169 million last year. That's good news for European winemakers like Philippe Graffet, who recently received his first order from Japan and hopes Asia's largest wine market will soon follow.
And why not? It's quite possible to find an importers from China they like the style of my wine.
But China's Alcoholic Drinks Association recently asked the Ministry of Commerce to investigate allegations that European winemakers are dumping cheap subsidized wine in China, undermining the fast-rising local industry. Many European wine growers do receive subsidies, though they were heavily slashed a few years ago. But the president of the European Wineries Umbrella Group denies the remaining support for the industry is aimed at offloading cheap wine in Asia.
Support to the wine growers and the wine sector is absolutely disconnected on any strategy for export.
European winemakers say they do benefit from centuries-old vineyards, which means no big start-up costs, adding to the price of wine not just in China but also countries like Australia and the US. And that's not all. Many wineries here remain small, often family-run affairs. But that does not mean it's a boutique business. It all adds up to what can only be described as a massive industry, and that helps keep prices low. European winemakers say they expect the dispute to continue, but like all debates, it should be civilized and accompanied by a good glass of wine. Jack Barton, CCTV, Namur in Belgium.
Good. That's perfect.